Hey friends, it's Rosalind. Welcome back to my garden. Today we're going to be working in the cut flower garden. I wanted to share with you how and why I cut back, or I should say pinch back, my dahlias and my zinnias this time of year. It's just to promote armloads of flowers for later this summer. And in last week's garden tour, we didn't get to tour this part of the garden because we had some baby swallows in a little birdhouse over there. I don't know if you can see it from here, but the parent birds were pretty aggressive, so we just kind of stayed away from that part of the garden. But yesterday they flew from their nest, so we are going to go over and see what all is in bloom in there because there's some gorgeous things in bloom. But let's come in here and then I want to show you how I cut back my zinnias and dahlias. So I have 50 dahlia plants right in here, and then I have 1.5 rows of zinnias right in here. The cut flower garden is 60 feet long this way. So the first year that I grew dahlias and zinnias, I couldn't get myself to pinch them. And I learned my lesson the hard way. So I had these broomstick sized stems because of not cutting back my dahlias or pinching them. And I tried to use those in cut flower arrangements and it just didn't work. And with the zinnias, if you pinch them, you get these bushy plants. Last year, there was so many people that reached out and were like, how do you get your zinnias to be bush-like plants like that? And it's just simply from pinching them. And once a week, I come in here like throughout the summer and I cut from my zinnia plant, and it just promotes these bushy plants that grow tons of flowers all summer long. So I come in here and I cut back to about right in here. I cut deep into my plant and you can see there is 2 leaves that are coming out each side of this stem, and that will turn into more branches of flowers. So this is what it looks like after I've pinched it back. You can see those 2 leaves coming out of here. This will turn into more branches, and this will just cause a bushier plant with more flowers and stronger stems. Now this is when it can feel a little hard, is when your dahlias already have blooms on them. But again, I would just come in here and cut this stem right above a set of leaves. For your zinnias, it's just the same thing. Look at this. So I did get some zinnia seeds from Floret Flower Farm, and this is Precious Metals zinnia. Isn't that so pretty? But I just come in here, I go deep into my plant, and I cut it right above a set of leaves. And you can take this flower and put it in a vase. So by pinching back your zinnias like this, you can see I cut right there between these 2 leaves. This will create more branching, a bushier plant, which therefore will give you tons of flowers this summer. All right, I have all of those pinched back. So next week, I want to come in here and do a trellising system for my dahlias. And I'll probably share a shorts video on how to do that. But let's head over there and see what all is in bloom on that side of the cut flower garden. Okay, I think we're just going to walk along this path on out to the chicken coop garden, see what all is in bloom in here, because we hadn't looked at the chicken coop garden either last week. But this ground cover coreopsis has started blooming since last week, as well as this bright orange daylily. And in the window boxes, I'm trying to think what this supertunia is called. It's from Proven Winners. Is it Silverberry? I love that soft pink color with the white salvia. And this daylily has started blooming as well. This is more of a soft orange color, and it's like a semi-double daylily. It looks so pretty. Over here, the climbing rose is pretty much done blooming for now, and we just have lots of lavender. The honeybees and the bumblebees have been loving the lavender. I don't know if you can see that honeybee right now. Back here, I just planted some more sunflower seeds in there yesterday, and you can see the sunflower patch over here is starting to take off. There's actually some buds on there that will be blooming real soon. The berry colored yarrow is looking so pretty. I love using this in cut flower arrangements. And this is it Bright Eyes Garden Phlox? Oh, that color, it looks so pretty every summer. And the drumstick alliums, I only have a few in here, and there's quite a bit more over here on this side. But the daisies are looking so pretty. The butterfly bush is just starting to bloom. See the purple and all of the buds on there. This spring I had come in here and I had cut it down to like 18 inches tall, and look at it. It's probably a little over 5 feet tall right now. And we have a volunteer black-eyed Susan that came up right in here, but it looks so pretty that I'm just going to leave it, especially once this purple is blooming. That'll be very pretty together. We have a blueberry shrub, some strawberries, the grape arbor, and this spring I did plant some rhubarb in here. And on this side of the pathway, right under the birdhouse where the tree swallows were in, there is just a lot of echinacea coneflower in here and a bunch of drumstick alliums. You see the little bumble on there? They have so been enjoying this flower. I've recently removed the evergreen that was in this container right in front of the chicken coop. That brought so much joy this last winter, just seeing this little evergreen in here. So I popped out the evergreen. We're going to move that into the landscape. But in here I have some more of the silverberry, the supertunias, some diamond frost, and some gara that has been waiting for a long time to get planted. But I think when that fills in, it'll be very sweet and whimsical. The honeysuckle is pretty much done blooming for right now. And the Amsonia, which got blue flowers this spring, was very pretty. I have a volunteer, is it scabiosa, that grew right in front of the rock. The basil is doing very good in there. And the incredible hydrangea. This thing was, I think it was like 18 inches tall when I planted it 2 years ago, and it's grown so much. It's probably between 3 and 4 feet tall right now. Then I just continued with the silverberry supertunias to kind of go with that container, as well as the window boxes over there in the garden. And then I did have some nasturtium that I started from seed, and those are finally starting to take off. The dill actually has some swallowtail caterpillars on it right now. And this agastache. I love this flower, and the hummingbirds love like the tubular flowers on it. And the coralberry shrubs back here are starting to form their berries. Those look so pretty once they're mature. And in the fall, they just stay on the shrubs until it snows. But last year, the birds came in here and cleaned everything up. Like, I did not have a mess from these berries. Hopefully soon we'll have a little bit more color over here in the annual cut flower area, and then I can do a little garden tour with that. But I hope today's video was helpful for you, friends. Let me know if you're going to try this with your zinnias and your dahlias at home. Have an amazing week, and I will see you right back here next Saturday. Bye.